Welcome back to Alcohol Content. You know the reason why you watch this is so you can hear our beautiful voices. Well, we got lots. Yeah, I nailed it. I nailed it.
Get him on American Idol.
Exactly. So, welcome back. You know, before we get started, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button because you know you're going to like the episode. It helps us out. It's going to help you out. All right, hit that subscribe button because you want to see our next episode because this one's going to be so fantastic.
Hot.
Who are we drinking with? Who are you drinking with? We got Ryan.
That's me.
We got Rick.
Yo.
And you got me, Austin. And today we got something kind of hot off the presses. So what we got here, boys?
Oh, this is so hot.
Oh, yeah.
So hot. That Hansel, so hot right now.
Yeah.
It's
Cover of Vogue magazine.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah.
Well, it's not that hot, but it is fairly newly announced. I mean, it's Knob Creek, which that's a Jim Beam product, which is, you know, a great standby standard bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
They do a good job for the price point and stuff. And so this is their Knob Creek Rye, and we've had their rye before, but they announced at the end of March that they've got their new 7-year rye.
Okay.
So it's going to be minimum.
Yeah.
It's going to be minimum 7 years. So the bourbon, the typical 100 proof bourbon they have is 9 year. But the age statement went away when they were lacking supply. People screamed and yelled, and then it came back. So it's back to the 9 year. And so now they're sort of I got to give them credit. They're just taking a step forward and going, hey, the rye is minimum 7 years now, and that's what the minimum's going to be.
Wait, so this is replacing their regular rye? Or they're going to have their regular rye, and then now they also have a 7-year rye?
Yeah, good question. I just know that they're going to have the 7-year rye statement, which they have not had before.
I would assume that this is going to replace the normal one.
You think so?
Because how much did you pay for this, Rick?
This is 42.
$40. $40.
That's about the price of the rye, isn't it?
It was, well, the rye I've seen fluctuate in price a lot because I've seen it as low as $25.
Okay.
But then up to like 38.
Well,
depending.
It'd be cool if they keep it what I like about this, I mean, we haven't even tried it yet, but staking the flag down.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it when the company is just like, boom, 7 years. Then let's see what they're putting themselves out there when they do that, and so I'm excited to try.
In 7 years is a really sort of, I think, a good age statement for a rye. So, and this is barely. I mean, we don't know
scratches
the exact
that
mash
itch,
bill.
you know?
It scratches the itch, right?
Exactly.
It's considered, we don't know the exact mash bill, but it's considered to be a barely legal or a Kentucky rye. So 51% or near 51% rye. So yeah.
All right.
So hey, you can't beat the price, $40.
I mean, yeah.
Well, you can beat it if it's not good. I don't know. We're going to find out.
If it's anything like just their 100 proof bourbon, just with a little more rye kick to it, I'm super in.
Or if it's anything like their normal rye.
Yeah.
Which is good and with a little bit more age.
And then we have the 120 proof rye too that Knob Creek makes too.
What?
Yeah.
Did you just say?
120 proof rye. Yeah.
Wow, I've not heard of that.
Oh yeah.
Hot off the press.
Yeah,
you holding out on me, Rick?
No, I thought we
hear ye.
It might have been one of those after production things where you tasted it.
You just don't remember it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Well, the nose is got some nice, pleasant things going on there. There's floral going on, citrus.
Yeah, and it's a little funky, but nothing. It's not like the funk is the floralness. It kind of mixes in. It's kind of hard to describe.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting perfume. I actually get a little bit of Play-Doh with that too.
Yeah, maybe
a little sweetness. For me, it's bubblegum a little bit.
You were acting like you're like, yeah, Play-Doh, a little sweetness,
I was like, dude, you have not smelled Play-Doh.
But I have Socrates.
Wow.
That was bad.
You know what was really good? When you did that joke before.
Did I do it before? Yeah. Did I do it at the same time he was having the 120 proof Knob Creek rye?
If I can find that in episode, and I will cut it into here. But
did I do that before?
Honestly? Yeah.
Well,
I think it was
when you have two jokes,
it's from a long time ago.
Back in the day.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, it was either Old Tub or like a Dickel.
Yeah.
So it was as bad now as it was then.
Yeah. That joke did not age well.
But this is aging 7 years well, from the nose anyway.
Let's give you a little taster here.
Well, I think Ryan's beat us to the punch on that one. Yeah. The nose is very pleasant.
Ooh. Mm.
What are you guys tasting?
want to know one of the things I love about alcohol in general is the first taste, because it says so much about.
Tell me you're an alcoholic without telling me you're an alcoholic.
it just soothes my nerves. It makes me,
Makes me stop shaking.
Stop shaking. Alcoholism is a real problem, and if you're alcoholic, you should get help. Unfortunately, we don't have help around here, so we're just gonna stay alcoholics. So
Yeah, we don't have that number.
but it just says so much, and it can go sideways. It can be a positive. It can go good or bad. This is a good. I like the experience, and then once you kind of get used to it, obviously you can kind of start deciphering what's going on. But this is a good proof note. Nice, nice bottle and bond burn. It's not a bottle and bond, obviously, but it's 100 proof.
Yep, 100 proof.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, as of that one taste that I just had, I think this is more enjoyable than the 9-year bourbon.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah,
This has like buttered popcorn on the aftertaste and everything.
this is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's got such a balance of the. I mean, and so does the bourbon too. I'm not trying to take away from that, but I feel like the bourbon has a little more punch to it, a little more maybe oak, and then the proof kind of comes through more. This, I feel, the proof doesn't come through hardly at all. It just boosts up the kind of floral aspect, a little bit of the caramel.
And it's creamy too.
Yeah, right. This is awesome.
This would be in leagues with my favorite rye,
Stellum
Stellum. It's because of the creaminess, which you don't get too often on rye.
on Rise.
What I like about this is it brings the rye punch, the proof, and the intenseness. Not super peppery, but it brings just a rye note.
It's not peppery. Yeah,
Yeah, it
You're
has
totally
like an
right.
element. It's definitely rye, but yeah, this is like a punch in the face, and then it's just this is nice and creamy and buttery.
it leans into the floral. I don't really get dill, but I get some herbaceousness with a little white pepper on it.
Yeah.
It's not black pepper, but then that kind of caramel sweetness. Ooh,
There's a little wood too. I'm picking up a little wood. I mean, in a good way. Well, just a little
subtle.
bit of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. Woo.
There's also I get just a hint of orange
Hot.
oil. Taking the on there too. But I don't get like you said the dill. You know how ryes can
Yeah.
the ones further down on that spectrum, which we like. Dill, mint,
This is
things
not
like that.
that,
That's
though. This is
not
not
that.
that.
No,
But I think that's probably because of the barely legal.
I think this is not very accessible. I don't like this is you don't introduce someone to a rye. You know, like this is a kind of a tough rye if you're not.
You
a fan
think
of it.
so? I see. I might go the other way. I think
Really?
I might go the opposite with
I
you.
think it's heavy in the rye note that I don't think people like when people say I don't drink rye. It has a lot of this in it,
Interesting.
which is stuff that we enjoy.
I see what you're saying.
It's
I
pretty like it's
I don't
like,
know though, because I feel like I've heard a lot of people say they don't like when we talk about a dill note.
Yeah,
They don't
which-
like that, or
that's
the
weird to me.
super black pepper. I can see why people don't like a super big black pepper note. But this doesn't have those. Which I mean, it's distinctly rye for
Yeah.
sure. But I don't know. I feel like we should try to experiment. We should try to give people that don't normally drink rye.
It would be
this.
actually interesting to see others' opinions because I want to know why people don't like rye. And so giving someone who doesn't drink rye and seeing them
Somebody try this
Yes,
and let us know because I think this is fantastic.
Yeah. But I do think this is a perfect older brother to the normal rye.
Yeah, it seems more complex in every way and elevated.
Yeah.
Well,
in
and
every
keep
way.
in mind, since it's age stated 7 years, that's the youngest. I mean, there could be some older stuff
For
in here
sure.
too. But I sort of, Austin, I hear what both you're saying. Like, this is like an entry level product price wise and things
Yeah.
like that. It's typical Knob Creek quality. Not disappointed at all. But there is some pretty interesting, and I don't want to say punchy in a bad way, like the 100 proof doesn't get in the way. It just elevates the taste. But there are some complex, definitely rye notes going on there where like somebody brand new to rye might have an issue. But yet, at the same time, it's barely legal rye. So there's some caramel
Yeah.
lusciousness and well-roundedness and the butteriness you were talking about. I mean, it's really good.
I think
is
the
what it really
heaviness,
is.
the heaviness is just packing a punch of all of the flavors, and so it's just intense around the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And so maybe it's just a casual drinker. This isn't who that's for. If you like your bourbons, you like your ryes, you like, you want that high proof. Well, there you go. There's a flavor that all brings.
Well, I tell you what, this drinks like a more expensive product.
Oh, for
than
sure.
This feels
$40.
sophisticated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a buy. Buy.
Yeah. Well, and you know,
Fucking, you're in syncing it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Well, I mean, I was singing earlier. I just, didn't want to commit.
Yeah, but you
that
sounded like
hard.
the Austrian boys choir earlier.
Bye.
So I've been done with mine, and I'm getting some really nice tobacco notes and stuff just from the little remnants left in the glass.
I mean, I don't have anything negative to say about
No.
this.
Well, all right. That's a hot take.
That's a
That is a-
resounding yeah,
That is
boy.
a-
Yeah.
yeah,
Folks,
absolutely.
This is new. This is like 2023 new. So if you're watching this way later, it's not new. Sorry, you're living in the future. We're in the past. But go get this if you can find this, which I'm sure you will. It's not like
It's not
Dog
hard.
Creek
No.
It's not
getting
a
pulled off the
special
shelves.
release. It's
pick this up and try it. We love rye. I'm gonna push rye as much as I can. So that's why we're doing them on the episode. More people.
Rye.
Yeah,
Wow.
we need more people to drink rye because rye is the best. Next to scotch. Scotch is, it scoots it up there.
Next to
So,
bourbon. Next to Next to
yeah. That's gonna be the
Next
end of the
to
episode. We
brandy.
don't want to embarrass ourselves more.
Next
Okay,
to-
Rick, you shouldn't talk anymore. Don't speak. All right, folks, that's it. Like the episode, subscribe, comment, let us know what else you want to drink. But thanks for watching.
Bruh.